Hey everybody, welcome back to Comic Crow, and I didn't think I'd be back so quick doing another video, given my completely inconsistent recording schedule, but Salvo Pancakes got me too. For those of you who don't know Salvo Pancakes, he's been involved in like this blood sports drama, commentary stuff. He's an internet troll, and he is absolutely funny. He engages and he does some pretty funny shit. So a lot of people like the guy, but he is out there and he's caused a lot of beef with people. But now, today, we have Salvo Pancakes being MeToo'd. I'm going to be brief about this, and I think on tonight's stream, we'll probably be digging into it more if they actually do wind up providing actual evidence for it. I'm going to read through the thread here. I'm going to go into one of the accusers a little bit. But I'm getting a ton of red flags, like major red flags right now. But to start the thread, Salvo Pancakes did delete his Discord server. He says he won't be back until 2024. I don't take anything this man says seriously. But he did also say, and don't think I won't address anything by now. Now, over here, in the Parking Tigers Discord today, an announcement was made saying that damning evidence of some allegations were made against Salvo and that he had deleted his Discord. Now, my problem with this is they say they've seen damning evidence, pretty damning evidence. They haven't shared it with anyone or told anyone what it is. But I have a feeling that the screenshot that's in this thread would explain it. But let's talk about one of my major red flags here. Apparently, there are multiple women, multiple victims of Salvo Pancakes. 5+ people, from what is apparently being said, and they're going to Keemstar. If you want me to take a story seriously, first off, if you're accusing me of a crime because grooming would mean it involves minors, I would assume you actually mean that you're going to the police. Right? Unless you're using the very loosey-goosey fucking Twitter definition of what grooming is, and that means an adult woman who feels like she made a bad no-no decision. Like, I'm wondering which definition we're doing here, right? I really am, because the people I've seen that have come forward, right? They're fully grown adults, and then I'm also told there's like 5+ other people that have been groomed. So I really want to understand what is going on there. I really do. But when you go straight to Keemstar, okay, I assume that there is nothing criminal actually happening here. And it looks like, to me, you're trying to either A, get clout for yourself, B, publicly ruin somebody that you don't like, which Ashers does have beef with Salvo Pancakes, or C, a combination of A and B. Or it could be D. You're just a complete freaking psychopath. I don't really know. But yeah, going to Keemstar, that's a massive red flag. Here are some screenshots from the Parking Tigers Discord of some interactions between Salvo and Ashers, including that she threatened to leak DMs. So this apparently is part of it, I guess, which was only like 5 days before this. Love you, I'm jerking off, by the way. That sounds like Salvo. Heard there was chatter again, but Ashers, my jerking DM was pretty obvious a joke. Hence me posting the screenshot of PT's main chat server seconds after sending it. I'm sorry that you were unable to see that. And Ashers goes, what about our DMs? I'll leak them right fucking now. Why don't you? Why don't you? I only say that because instead of actually presenting the evidence to people, there's this interaction on Discord, okay? And then we have this going on today where we have the Xanalytics person helping to coach people on how to move forward with their allegations against Salvo. And the first, this is the first thing I saw here, which was the next red flag. One point that needs to be made, as if he tries to say that it was all consensual because him and his wife have an open relationship, then why would he need to tell these girls that he will divorce his wife for them? Now, Xanalytics, I have no clue who this individual is. I assume they have a very smooth brain, because what would... Okay, I'm going to be very clear here as a married individual. If you're saying Salvo is cheating on his wife, okay, fine. That is one thing, and I think that's a bad thing, and I think it's worthy of criticizing someone for. But what does him telling these girls he will divorce his wife have anything to do with whether or not they were consenting to do things with him? Like, I am like really curious, like, what these actual allegations are, because what it is sounding a little bit like here is these are jilted girls that Salvo whispered sweet nothings into their ears, and then they all found out how not very special they all were. Because when I go into the coaching questions, here's a format for CJ to interview girls. So I'm going to guess CJ is the guy that they have set up to drop this huge bombshell. I wonder who that is. I really do, because I'm not familiar with the individual. 1, how did you find Salvo? 2, when did you start talking to him privately? Okay, that's normal. This is where it's funny. Number 3, when did it turn sexual? Provide screenshot. And how did that make you feel after having a strictly platonic friendship with him for so long? 4, what promises were made about him leaving his wife, paying for you to move to Ohio, etc.? What does that have to do with it being consensual and him grooming them? I really need to understand, because this sounds like the girls found out how not very special they were. God damn. 5, did you keep sending super chats? Do you think that money would be used to start your life together with Salvo? Are you... Oh, man. Okay. This does not read like grooming. This reads like Salvo whispered sweet nothings into their ears, and they all found out how not at all special any of them actually were. In fact, I think it's actually in the next screenshot. I didn't really care having my nudes exposed. You know, Carla, are you saying that you willfully sent him nudes? Because that sounds consensual. Okay. Or you say he lied to me to get them. He said he'd leave his wife and he wasn't serious because, bitch, you still willfully gave him your nudes. If that's the case, because that's how this reads, by the way. I think it would be prudent for Ashers and PP to go public with a little bit as soon as they can. He's definitely going to try and get ahead of this and spin the narrative before anyone can speak. I mean, holy crap. You guys are like crafting a narrative in these Discord DMs or server or whatever. I'd suggest screenshotting many dozens of DMs with Salvo in case he tries to delete and unsend messages. And now you know why Salvo deleted the Discord server. Yes. I always saw Salvo's things as being jokes. Carla is like the perfect victim. Okay? Completely just fucking brain dead. God damn. Okay, well, when he said mean things, I just thought that those were jokes. No. That you felt abused by him, Carla. You had to say you were abused by him, Carla. Fucking hell, man. The person's analytics who was coaching Ashes and Carla posted Salvo has been grooming 5+ fans of his, told them he'd leave his wife, and that there were unsolicited dick pictures. If he says he's leaving his wife, okay, to these girls, that doesn't sound like grooming. It sounds like he's just, lying to them to get them to send him nudes. And it works. And they send him nudes. And also, if he said anything like super crude, this girl just thinks that they're jokes. So why? God, oh my God, this is cancer. This is fucking cancer. Now, beyond that, GNN, Gun News Network, which broke the story, says that they're reserving judgment. Says Ashers also has previous beef with Salvo, and let me talk about that real quick, okay? So Sen saw the story and said Ashers defended a pedophile until she couldn't anymore. Something to keep in mind when it comes to her credentials. And again, I had no idea about any of that stuff. But then in the actual quote tweets, Ashers goes, there was no proof that Flamenco physically touched kids. I had no clue this had anything to do with Flamenco. I think that's the definition of a pedophile. She's wrong. She is. Okay? She absolutely is. Then why did you concede to Salvo live on air? And there we go. Because I felt pressured by Salvo. This is your grooming victim. Somebody who has beef with Salvo, and I this is a big problem. But on top of that, we then have this chat. We need to get everyone's story, but we don't have weeks or days. He will get ahead of the story and spin the narrative. I was told to be quiet on December 20th. You also think that he is telling you jokes. God damn. If it doesn't get covered tonight, it's blown, Carla. Would you be willing to share your information with CJ? Man, in my opinion, let Salvo try to get ahead of the story. I can't. This reads like fucking gay ops. And you know what's even funnier? This GNN guy, he's got two girls who come forward. They want to remain anonymous in support of Salvo, right? Which I can respect, because typically these things turn really nasty. And they get nasty very quick. So anyways, in these messages, the first girl says, he's currently a married man. And when I got a cheeky comment from him, I replied something like, LOL, shut up, you're a fan. And he replied, bet. As an avid Salvo fan who also gave him critiques, he never came at me in an ill manner. And that seems fair. But then they say this. I also stopped participating as much as I did before, mainly due to how the women acted. I didn't know they were all jealous girlfriends, LMAO. And I was coming to that conclusion reading the thread, reading the dude coaching them. And then when I saw this random girl come in the DMs, I was like, oh, wow, that's exactly what I think. And then on top of that, there's also this, right? This is another person that came forward, right? Hey, I also wanted to stay anonymous as well. When it comes to the Salvo stuff, he's been a bit flirty with me in DMs, but it was almost definitely platonic. Also, people talking about they were lied to, abused, it was ridiculous, because if they were fuck buddies or something like that, he doesn't really owe them the world. You're the side chicks. Welcome to being the side chicks. That's what this reads like. I'm not kidding, right? They said they have even more. I want to see it, because this to me just reads like jilted girls. It really does. I don't know, guys. You tell me what you think in the comments section. We might do a stream about it tonight. I don't like it when I see things like this going on. This reeks. This smells really, really, really bad.